Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. I have just taken off my tan, so if I'm looking slightly pale, that's why. Once a week to 10 days, I get in the bath for an hour minimum and I exfoliate my upper epidermis. My trick to actually getting the tan off, as soon as I start tanning, I have to start moisturizing. Like every other day, I would say, moisturizer and oil together, and over time, that breaks down the tan. And then when it comes to like at least day 7, and I think I even did this after day 9, then I get my tan remover mitt and I literally just go like this and it crumbles away. I'm gonna do my nails now. They're kind of like flaking this off a little bit. I've been obsessed recently with like my whole TikTok FYP is about like cuticle trimming. I bought these from Boots and I've just been having the wildest Friday nights. And trimming cuticles is now strongly filed under hobbies. This is gonna be a thrilling vlog, by the way. This is definitely a put on in the background. Let me ramble. It feels so good taking my tan off, taking all of my nail polish off and just being like natural and starting with a literal clean slate, ready to do it all over again next week. Last week was busy. I had my Skims ad, which is amazing. I'll link it up here if you haven't seen. And a Christoph Robin TikTok, which was so cute. It's like a day in my life. That was fun. And this week is slightly quieter ad-wise, so I should be doing a bit more organic than I am, if I'm quite honest, but there's been a lot of changes going on, and so I'm just like getting used to a bit of a new routine, trying to prioritize like exercise a little bit more. I did 4 workouts in the space of 6 days last week, which is not me. It's incredible. Like, I love it. I'm really enjoying exercising and making exercise a habit and a priority. I went to Soul Cycle actually, and 2 PTs and a Pilates class. And then I got Pilates later again today. I actually go with my manager. We're Pilates buddies now. It was bad though, because I had PT on Monday morning, which was yesterday. And for the first time ever, we had to stop halfway through because I just felt so kind of ill. I've been sick with my PT before and I really didn't want to be sick again, especially because it's in like a really cool gym. So I had to stop, and I just do this. Like, my body's just like, we're gonna be sick. I did it in my Pilates class a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I think I'm just pushing myself a little too much sometimes. Or no, this is what it was. My period started on Monday morning and I just felt off, and it was like a 8:30 PT, so it was all just happening at once. I think my body was just like, what? But let me know if you feel weak around like day 1 or even slightly before. I think like training with your cycles and like knowing your body is really key, and I'm still going through a process as I'm exercising more and more, learning where my limits are. And I said to my PT, it's almost a bit like when you drink for the first time when you're a teenager and like different people vomit at different stages. That's what it feels like to me anyway. And it's just a close-up of my nails right now. Not looking too bad. I like them shorter than this though, so I might just like, particularly this one is too long for me. I might just file it down. Cuticle wise, I can't go nuts, because my thing is I have been going a little bit nuts with the cuticle thing and sometimes trimming a bit too much, and then there's blood everywhere. I'm just gonna file them down, and I've got some new OPI colours that I really want to try. They gave me Bubble Bath and Samoan Sand. I've never tried the latter, but then yeah, I've got this little oil here, so I met the OPI team at a GHD event that I went to 2 weeks ago probably now. I was like, just send me whatever your favourite stuff is. They did offer first, obviously. Hiya! Oh, this is for feet as well. Protective hand, nail and cuticle cream. Just cuticle obsessed at the moment. And if you do want a bit of spice in your life, a bit more fun, can I highly recommend the Boots tools. They both do the same thing. You probably need one or the other. This one is extra fun. You might not notice a difference. They are cleaner, shorter, neater, and they just feel cared for. That's the difference. In my 20s, I cared what things looked like. In my 30s, I care that things are cared for. So that was the OPI nail and cuticle oil, which smells so herbal. It's lovely. It's like aromatherapy as well as caring. And then the OPI Pro Spa cream for nails and feet. I also just gave my toenails a bit of a clip. Didn't include that for obvious reasons, but if you do want free foot content, I will link up here my viral footner, like foot peel exfoliating sock video. It's nearly got 2 million views, which is nuts. It's so crazy. And it's a really satisfying piece of content for me because it's an example of when a brand, and I'll speak about this more another time, gives me full creative control. I feel like I have autonomy to make decisions over the creative and to research similar competitor pieces of content in order to make it the best possible. And I truly did Frankenstein that video together. It's a mishmash of loads of other very similar pieces of content that went very viral. So I'm so pleased with that because that was a paid ad with Footner and it went really well. So if you are a brand, if you are thinking of working with me, if you work with me, please give me creative control. I absolutely love it and it works really well. Slash, if you're a content creator or a brand yourself, I think that's just really useful information to know. Failed at the first influencer hurdle of not making the bed. It's now 11:30. I think that's good enough. It's not Instagram perfect, but that is good enough. Then my outfit of the day, we're finally getting into some clothes. UGG Tasman slippers, basically sold out. The naked jeans, which I get asked so many questions about. I'm pretty sure they're sold out. So comfortable and I love the colour. And this Uniqlo Heat Tech, kind of like a thermal layer, and my Skims bra from my last video. And it's just a really comfortable outfit and I love wearing jeans to work at home. I don't know why, they just really motivate me and keep me productive. And if you can find a comfy pair, which is the key. Also, we only do comfortable on this channel. So this is my little outfit of the day. I'll do my hair in a sec. These are the jeans. We actually have a little naked haul coming up during this video. They're just so comfortable, curve friendly. Love this darker blue color and the fit is great. Love them. Speaking of Footner, I just saw I've got another sachet in my bathroom. Thumbs up for me to do another Footner video. I'm tempted, but to make it like super ASMR-y satisfying. Not that the 2 million view one wasn't, but this one I feel like I could go really hard in on it. If you want a ridiculously effective, again, a previous ad partner, not an ad, I just work with very effective, great brands. The Bondi Boost hairdryer, it dried my hair in like 2 minutes, and I wanted to show you how strong the jet was when I put it next to my hand, like it makes my hand ripples. And I was like, oh, maybe all my hairdryers do that and I'm unfairly crediting this. Try all my other hairdryers and they don't. This, it's like 2 minutes flat dries your hair. I've also been trying to keep up with my supplements because I think maybe that was a reason I was a bit woozy in my PT. But this is just a random one off Amazon called Vegan Vitality Multivitamins and Minerals. And I have that with this Spartone Iron and a vitamin D oral spray. These actually come with apple juice in them, so they're delicious. Life is truly relentless. If you're not showering, you're trimming your nails, you're taking your vitamins, there's drying your hair, there's always just so much stuff to do. And luckily, that's why I need to kind of like take one of these days a week just to calm down and do all of the life admin in one go. That's that. I'm gonna do some reading now. So I'm reading Atomic Habits at the moment. It's been on my list for a very long time. My partner, who reads so many books, has said it's the #1 book, and I'm calling it the book of our century. I'll link it below. And it's all about like how our whole life is formed of habits, and your habits are kind of either working for you or they're working against you. And it's kind of like the building blocks of our life, our habits, learned behavior, various cues in our life. Even like when I wake up, I have a coffee, and like why we do that. So it's really interesting, and it's so interesting that I had to start building like a dedicated Notion page to it, which I would usually do with any kind of input anyway, whether it's like a podcast or a book, a YouTube video, any piece of like information that's coming into my brain, capturing the really important bits that I feel are very relevant to my life, and then noting that and just having it there. Oh my god, I don't want to get too geeky, but this quote came up, and it's come up before. It came up before in therapy. Carl Jung, until you make the unconscious conscious, you will call it fate. Yeah, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you'll call it fate. So interesting. There's actually quite a bit of admin work that goes on with influencery stuff. Things like fee negotiation, contract reviews, chasing up products and all that kind of thing. So I'm not really sure how much I'm allowed to say. I'd love to lift the lid a little bit more on like the behind the scenes influencer content creation, talent management, all that kind of stuff. Something that I've enjoyed doing recently, I'll show you in a sec, but it's actually going back through my LTK analytics and looking at what everyone is buying most. So maybe like the top 10 items for that month, and then putting them all into a collage for everyone to shop again. So it looks a little something like this. It's a new thing that I'm doing, and I just think that works really well. And then I've just like labeled it with what the items are. Like, these are the Simply Be boots that did really well because they actually fit large legs. And then I download this, put it onto my phone, put it onto LTK, essentially monetize it through the LTK affiliate links, and then put it onto my Instagram stories for everyone to shop. There's just a few little admin tasks like that that I want to get done. I think there's a real misconception around the work that gets done. I guess this is even before like influencing started. It was kind of like you like take a selfie with a product and like that was it, and now it's like briefs and reels and various platforms, and particularly doing like a lot of fashion even, or even with the beauty products there's a lot of prep for it as well. But fashion, for example, I have to like get the product, steam the product. If it's like an LTK collab, then I have to like find the links and favorite the products, come up with like the kind of creative ideas, because sometimes the brand wants to have creative sign off before you start creating the content, and then after that you've got like caption, music choice, the edit, and then like choosing when to go live, and if the brand wants to make any amends. Like there's just so much stuff. But little tasks, little kind of bits like this, it's just me doing affiliate links, for example, is quite quick and easy and enjoyable. That is what the final collage looks like post to story. I'm just buzzed. Oh, I've only done 1,000 steps today. Brilliant. And I'm about to have a Dishoom for lunch. And here is last night's Dishoom. I have the black dal and the jackfruit biryani. And they're my favourite to get because they are such big portions that they last me for like another 3 meals. Therefore, it's a third of the price. I always get it to last me a couple of days. And it's really great. And then you remember the next day, you're like, I've got Dishoom for lunch. I now have an intense post-carb sweet tooth. I also need to go to the post office. Apparently this is one of the Atomic Habits things. It's like verbalizing your actions, and then it's more likely that that will happen. It's also more likely I do it if you're here. Another thing, make it obvious, make it easy. This was having like a deep wash, and then I had like a screw top bottle that you kind of chugged. I drank so much less water because the difference between that and this is you just go, like how much easier is that to drink water? So removing friction, making good habits easier. It might rain, so I've got my Funky Dad trainers on. So my cardi and just slung, can hardly see it, this cross bag. So we got, first of all, the bag. It's really nice, and they spray it with some of the new perfume, which smells so good. The Reverence hand wash, and Resurrection I'm not too fussed about, but the Reverence one that has that like gritty exfoliator is so impressive. Starting to get a little bit dark now. It's 5 minutes to 3. So I'm gonna sign off for the day, carry on with this, maybe make a herbal tea, and then see you tomorrow when I will be fake tanned, doing my naked haul, which there's some bits I'm really excited to get my hands on. And yeah, whatever else we end up doing in the day. I've got Pilates later. I'm going to finish my Dishoom. You're up to date. Question to you, why have I never done a haul here? Because this is such a nice setup. It's just after lunch. I've just had some pesto eggs and it's 1 o'clock and we're like losing light. by the minute. So I've put you in front of the windows. We're gonna do our little haul. Let's start with this jumper. I always wanna make it a habit that I put on my favorite item, like when I start the haul, but I've got a real thing for pink and red at the moment. This is a naked haul, by the way. It is a paid ad. And all links and sizes will be down below. They also have climate compensated shipping worldwide, and I have a mad discount code. I'm gonna say it's my best ever naked discount code I've had. I'll put it up here. It's really great. This jumper, 0 itch, fits perfectly, XXL. I will put all sizes down below. I just got like a red pink thing at the moment. I was even looking at a phone case that looks exactly like this, but this is so nice and it's so comfy and it's perfectly oversized. Really think it's cool. Let me know if you have any other styling ideas, because my go-to when something is quite like loud and the focal point is just to pair it with like black jeans or white jeans. I think white jeans would look really nice with this, with some like black kind of chunky bike boots. I actually have these chunky bike boots from my last naked haul, but with my code you can make some really great winter purchases and kind of investments. Let me know what you think of this. This is so nice, I love it. Next I've got this olive coloured, it's actually a fine knit, XXL again. I really like it with the gold jewellery as well. I think that green and gold looks really nice, and the white jeans that I paired it with, very cool and very like fresh. Yeah, these two colours, like the white and the olive together, I think are really nice. I bought these before. I have a few colours of these from Naked, and I just think they are comfortable, great basics. Because they are a knit, they are slightly thicker, but they're so like stretchy and comfortable. They make for a great layering piece, and I wanted to choose something, you know me, like I would go for beige, black and white, and I saw this, and apparently khaki, I'm learning a bit of like colour theory with clothes, khaki is still a neutral, and it's very easy to pair it with other neutrals. Anyway, this, really nice with gold jewellery, isn't it? Really like it. Can you tell I'm so chuffed with this? I specifically searched for a gilet because I don't actually own a gilet at the moment, and I love the way people are styling them on Pinterest. I think it would go really well with like my Uggs, my Birkenstocks, and also it's that nice balance of like keeping you warm but not being too hot. Didn't have a gilet, wanted a gilet. It came up with this puffer coat and I was like, oh, that's weird. Detachable sleeves, and I've seen these online but I've never had one before, and I was like, cool. So if you saw my last naked haul, I did loads of coats, and UK 16 actually fit me. Again, this is another UK 16, so it's EU 44, link down below, and it fits well, like really well. Almost like slightly oversized, but I think that's what you want. And my issue, let me know if you have the same thing, a lot of the time with coats is because I have like a size 16 top half and more of an 18 bottom half, sometimes if the coats are longer, they actually won't fit properly around my hips and my thighs. This is fine, this is perfect, this is warm, and it's 2 coats for 1, plus you get a discount with my code. Makes a lot of sense, and I like things that make sense. Also like the way I styled it, again with like the white, the olive, the black. Really nice, would wear with the black bike boots. And then I'm having the odd event come up, and I feel like I'm being caught short for what to wear, so I just wanted to like bank a black dress now that I felt kind of comfortable, confident in. I could wear it to loads of different events, and I'm just wearing it with some tights now, but it's this v-neck wrap, which I love just because it's more customizable for curves. Kind of like pleated finish to the fabric, really interesting. It's also double lined, and I'm just wearing a black bra with some black pants and black tights underneath it. I think you could wear this with like a high heel knee leather boot. Also, I think you could wear it with just like regular heels, and I just wanted something that would just kind of like a cover all bases dress, just for when you get those last minute invites, especially during like the kind of festive period, or suddenly there's like a dinner that you need to go to or something like that. You've got this to grab in your wardrobe. Entrepreneur of the Year award goes to me. I have this summery tight black plain dress, and I was like, I wonder if Naked do mesh tops. They do. Then I was like, I just wanted to try it off camera now to actually see if it works. I wonder if I can put the mesh top either over or underneath the dress so that I make a winter version of my summer dress. It works, it's seamless, you cannot tell that there is a top. I've tried it over the dress and underneath, and it's both absolutely fine. You obviously do have straps here, but I feel like that's almost like a detail. You'd have the seam strap here on the mesh top anyway, and then I've got a bra strap and the dress strap here. What do you think of my idea? I think it's really cool, and this is sexy. It's because it's mesh, it's obviously half see-through, but it adds some like detail. I probably wouldn't wear this necklace with it just because I don't like the double neckline. What do you think? You can now winterfy your summer dresses. Really clever. I love a mesh top. You obviously could wear this top just by itself with like a black cami underneath, or just a black bra with some jeans, like black jeans obviously, and some like black boots for like an all black kind of winter look. That's very easy because it's like easy to wear, but something about the mesh is very sensual. How nice does it look? I really like it. I think it's really cool. Yay. Then a classic knit next. Kind of like a creamy nude, I would say, with a kind of like a cropped, it's got kind of like a cropped sleeve, so it only goes up to your elbow, which I thought was interesting and a little bit different. And again, because it's like thinner, it could be either for layering or because it's not like super hot at the moment. Again, like no itch factor, and I get so itchy and sensitive around my neck that even for like some really expensive pieces, sometimes if it's like 100% wool or cashmere, they itch me. This one really does not itch me, and I do like the colour. I paired it with the black trousers. They are an interesting fabric, almost like a highly stretchy coated jean. That's what it feels like. They fit perfectly, and they are long enough as well. I think they're really flattering, especially on my like hips and waist. I find it very hard to find trousers that actually fit and look good. And then they have like a flare bottom with a split here, and I think that's when boots look really cool with them. Also trainers actually, but like a boot heel. These are long enough that I could wear a heel with them and they wouldn't look too short. Very comfortable. Honestly, wasn't expecting them to fit because I just find fitting trousers really hard for my bigger legs, but they do, and they're great. I really like them, and I just think they're like black trousers. You think they're something that you have to have, but yeah, they're just normally so difficult for me to buy. So I'm really pleased with these. They also have like this kind of subtle like dip, and I think they're just really flattering. Yeah, I like these a lot. Last like clothing item of the haul, I've got a couple of accessories to show you. This leopard knit, I love it. I love leopard print, which is funny considering I'm such like kind of a neutral gal, but when it's muted like this and when the print is so big, I think it's really tasteful and cool. This is open, there aren't any buttons, but it's just like a cardie, and I think I've been reaching for my cardies a lot more just because they're a lot more versatile than just like putting a knit on. I think this one, or the very first like red and pink one, will be the top sellers in my opinion. Really slouchy, oversized, great, no complaints. I like it. I can't decide whether I prefer this one or like the red and pink. Let me know which one you prefer down below. Okay, accessories. So my first accessory is on the subject of bangs. You might think this is so boring, but I'm always finding ways to put like bangs out of my face. And I've got this, I'm gonna call it zigzag hairband. And I always see sports people use them, and I think I look a bit like Grealish when I put this in. It just does the best job at keeping my bangs out of my face because of the zigzag pattern. I also wore it to yoga yesterday. I just like ripped open my naked parcel when it got here and searched for this band in particular, because it's just these little things that just make your life a lot nicer. And like, I love having bangs, I love it, but sometimes you just want to get it off your face. I know I was at a meeting this morning with my managers, and one was like, it's just so weird seeing you without hair over your face. Obviously this is the way things used to be, and if I'm like working, exercising, whatever, I'm like, because they are an upkeep, they are a bit of a distraction. And yeah, I cannot say enough good things about this hairband. Even if you don't have bangs and you want that feeling that actually stays there without giving you a headache. I haven't really seen these before, and I knew that I wanted it, and I saw it on Naked and I was like, sick, really great. Then I just changed back to this top because it might clash, but this is like a little tortoise shell kind of clip, and I've got some really small clips, I've got some big ones from Naked. And if you go onto Naked and just look at accessories, have a scroll, because they're aesthetic, they're good quality. With my discount, they're even more affordable. They're just great, they really tick the box. And I saw this and I was like, this is a very interesting size, because it's kind of like a medium size that I haven't had before. And a bit like with my bangs, sometimes I want my bangs off my face, but sometimes I just want my hair back. And then I clip it like that, and then bring my bangs to the front. And then it looks like that. And it's also a bit of a hack sometimes if like you haven't done your hair, just to like put it back but then sort out the bits that frame your face. So that's another good way that you can use this clip. I just want to make it messy, but I think that's really cute. That's really nice. So that's my little haul with Naked. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it was really successful. A reminder, links and sizes are down below. I'll flash up my discount code here again for you. It's climate compensated shipping worldwide with free returns as well. And if you haven't tried Naked before, I really urge you to give them a go. I just think they're very reliable for quality and styles. They do have some trendy pieces on there, but if you're a bit more like me and capsule wardrobe and you just want like high quality basics that also don't cost the earth, then they are really good as well. I hope you found some bits from this video that you liked. And I'm also going to wrap up the vlog here, so I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for my little week, well, a couple of days really. Let me know if you want me to do like a full week next time. The prospect is slightly daunting and I think my life's boring, but if you want to see what I get up to, happy to share it with you. I think that's everything, and yes, all information will be down below in the description box. Thank you very much for watching my vlog and my haul, and I will see you next time. Bye!